below 20%. We form the strongest, most emotionally supportive friendships with our colleagues, and that's especially true at intense, high-stress workplaces.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
You're going to love your new windows and the immediate energy savings when you work with Renewal by Andersen. You'll experience legendary quality installation. Visit renewalbyandersen.com for a free in-home consultation with the pros. Right now, save $300 on every window and $850 on patio doors. No money down, 0% interest, and 0 payments for 12 months with approved credit. Visit renewalbyandersen.com. That's renewalbyandersen.com. But hurry, offer ends March 31st. License CGC 1524135.
Thank you. 5 minutes after 8 o'clock, and it's an overcast Monday. It's the 13th day of March. Can you believe we're already 13 days into the third month of the year? And, of course, it looks darker than it should be, not only because of the overcast, but because of the clock being changed. And Tom Davis had to get up early.
Middle of the night.
Or at least his body thought it was early.
Yeah.
59 degrees right now. There's a 93% chance it'll rain today. Let me make sure that hasn't changed. 97%. I'm sorry. 97. They might as well just say it's 100% chance it's going to rain today.
Or just say it's going to rain today.
It's going to rain. But then temperatures will drop. So don't put your blanket. Look at this. 32 degrees, the expected low for Wednesday.
Gosh.
34 degrees, the expected low for Thursday. And then it starts picking up after that. So a little dip in the temperatures in the middle of the week.
Nice.
Tom Davis is here from LifeSouth Community Blood Center and from Habitat for Humanity and how many other organizations? The Chamber of Commerce, or CEP, whatever you call it?
The CEP, the MC4, Marion County Continuity of Care Council.
Really?
Yeah. What else do I do?
Everything.
I do a lot of stuff.
You're an actor.
I haven't done that in years.
Dan is here.
Good morning, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
There must be a new ad we're going to hear soon, right? So we had this discussion when you were younger, college age younger. Did you go to Did you travel places without any worry about accommodations because you knew you could crash at somebody's apartment? Or
Yeah, I've done that.
Okay, so tell me a story. Where did you go? Where did you live at the time?
In California.
You lived in California?
Yeah.
And where did you go to crash?
Well, remember going up to the mountains a number of times, up in the Sierras.
And who lived there?
Oh, I didn't. Nobody. You just camp out somewhere.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you bought a tent.
Yeah, and
I did.
I didn't have a tent, but I had a sleeping bag. And
You put a sleeping bag on the ground?
Yeah.
Wow, I always wanted to do that. Weren't you worried about mosquitoes and stuff?
No, they don't have any mosquitoes up there.
Bears? What's something bigger than a mosquito?
Yeah, they got some. I guess they got some bears. I wouldn't worry.
Armadillos?
No, not up in the mountains there. No, but
there's no animals up in the mountains to worry.
Yeah, there's.
But you didn't worry about them.
Didn't worry about it.
Did you snore?
I don't know.
I'd be afraid something climbed in my mouth. wouldn't you be afraid of that? So was it cold or what?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So were you like the outdoorsy kind of guy?
Sorta.
What did you have with you, a camera or a gun?
Actually, neither.
Neither? You just went to go? Were you alone?
No, I'd go with some people.
Oh, really? And you'd all sleep in sleeping bags?
Yeah.
Wow.
Go fishing.
Oh, fishing. That's what you went for.
Yeah, go
Okay.
trout fishing.
Nice.
Now, how far is the Sierras from where you lived?
Oh, 6-hour drive.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of fun.
I was watching this video about this guy driving the Pacific Coast Highway.
Uh-huh.
Are you familiar with that?
I am.
Okay, and there are some towns along the way. Monterey. I don't know anything about Monterey, but it looks like a pretty cool place to go.
Oh, it's beautiful there.
Yeah, what is it?
Well, a little town on the
ocean.
on the coast, on the ocean, up north, just south of San Francisco.
So there are now some things called pods around the country. I guess we got the idea from Japan, but we've given it our own spin.
Okay.
Now, these are not the mailbox things that you climb into.
Okay.
That you see in the Japanese airports.
Yes.
These are more like dormitories. Have you seen these things?
No.
Okay, so try to picture this. You walk into a room, and there are, 20 bunk beds. So that's 40 beds.
Okay.
Each one of those bunk beds can convert into a desk. So you either sleep or you sit and look at your computer on a desk.
Nice.
There's a flat screen TV next to every one of them, and you've got a headset so nobody can hear what you're watching. or what you're listening to, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like between $20 and $50 a night in Las Vegas and Los Angeles and some of the bigger cities.
Okay.
Can you imagine that? But you have to live with other. You couldn't be naked. Well, I guess you could, but nobody matters.
I don't know if I'd like that or not.
You'd have to trust the other guys. Like if you're there on a vacation, you'd have to trust them not to go through your stuff
Right. Yeah.
when you leave the
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to.
You're in a dorm. I don't know.
No, I like the idea of the pod in Japan. It's kind of like
I like that idea better, I think. Yeah.
a horizontal phone booth type thing.
But they have all those things too. They have a phone in them. They have, well, maybe not a phone. I mean,
Wi-Fi.
a TV. Yeah, Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi, TV, yeah.
But wouldn't that feel claustrophobic? At least this other idea.
Yeah, it would to me.
It's open.
Yeah.
But now we're older. But if you were back in the days when you were in the sleeping bag in the Sierras, you might be okay with a
It might be,
dorm
but
style.
that reminds me, and I haven't been, but like one of the European hostels.
What's the most you've ever paid for a hotel room?
The most, 400.
$350 for me. What's the most you ever paid?
Wow. $105.
$105.
Yeah, that was the most.
And they have some $35,000 rooms per night.
Are they that much better?
Yeah.
In Vegas, they have some of these $35,000 rooms. $35,000
Hope it
rooms.
comes with a butler.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Maybe Jim Ross will be there.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas. It's a 2-story building. That's all it is. It's the Sky Villa. It's between $15,000 and $35,000 a night.
Wow.
Each room is 9,000 square feet.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh, what do you need that much?
Each room
Yeah.
can sleep about 12 people. Each room has butler service. Mm-hmm. Each room has a glass elevator. Really?
Gosh.
Their own elevator. Each room has its own pool and its own sauna. Each room.
Why would you want to see Vegas if you got a room like that?
No kidding.
Be down, gee.
The refrigerator is stocked with drinks. Each drink costs $250.
Oh, so if you take it, you pay for
You
it?
take it, you pay for it.
It's not
Oh,
included
that's
in the
expensive.
cost.
Soda.
We thought $2.50 was a lot of money.
Yeah. I mean, they're so expensive. I don't use the
keep that
the bar
refrigerator
and
locked.
yeah.
But you basically are renting a party for $35,000 a night. In Ocala, you can buy a house for that much.
Yes, you
Yeah. Wow.
Wow, that's crazy.
Gosh. Yeah, but if you got the money and you've got the friends, you might as well do it. Because you can't take it with you.
can. That's right.
So you might as well just go all out.
So what is your preferred type of accommodation? Do you like camping? Do you like RVs? Do you like hotels?
Hotels.
Hotels is your best?
Yeah.
Do you have a chain that you like better than another? Or does it not matter? How do you pick your hotels? Do you have like a Yelp? Do you go to Yelp?
No, if I'm driving, like if I'm driving up north, I'm tired. I get off. There's a vacancy, and I'll go there.
That's still the best way. If you're
Yeah.
tired, you just get off the
Yeah.
interstate and see what's available.
I've done that all my life.
Yeah.
And that's exactly the way I've done it. I've only one time in my life did I ever go back to the guy at the front desk and say, I'm out of here. I don't like this room at all.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I've done that a couple.
Because I smelled the mattress.
Yeah.
And it smelled like urine. I didn't even have to get close to it. And I said,
Ooh.
forget it. I'm not even staying in this hotel.
Yeah.
I had to wake the guy up. He went back to sleep.
Oh, gee.
He had no problem. Gave me my money, and I was out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
Now, there's one chain I like to stay at because they take pets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
that
kind of
makes
pets
it
do you have?
nice.
Well, I have a dog. I've got a Labradoodle.
And does
That's so cute.
Oh, that's right. We saw you at the dog park one
Yeah.
time,
Yes,
didn't we? Yeah. You have a stick that tosses the ball.
Yes,
Do you still have that stick?
I do. Only problem is the dog doesn't bring the ball back anymore.
How old is your dog?
He's 7.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
so you got to go after it.
Yeah.
Or the other dogs might like to play
Well,
with
he
it.
likes to chase it, but then
Yeah.
he'll pick it up and then drop it and move on.
Yeah. No, dogs are amazing.
Do you think when you die, you see your dogs? Everybody, because all my dogs are dead, and people will tell me this. People say, "Oh, you'll see them when you die." Do you think so? Mm-hmm. I mean, do you think they're up there waiting? What are they doing? Playing with each other?
They're playing.
Yeah.
What about if you got divorced? Who does the dog go to?
Yeah.
That's right.
The one that's the kindest.
Well, yeah. I guess we got to watch that movie. What's the name of that movie?
Must Love Dogs? No.
It was just out. I don't know.
All right, we are going to talk about LifeSouth. We'll find out where the Bloodmobile is, how the blood supply is. But first, real quick, I want to thank the sponsors for the LifeSouth Blood Report.
Yes, Palm Garden and Penn Flooring.
Absolutely. We thank those two sponsors because without them, we couldn't give the important message, which we didn't give yet, but we will. Mm-hmm. And of course, the Silverback Restoration folks who cleaned our carpet here after we were walking on for 5 years. All right, let's go back to the weather here, and we'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Monday, plenty of clouds along with a couple of showers and a heavier thunderstorm in places with highs mainly in the 70s. For Monday night, cloudy with rain and a thunderstorm early, and remaining mostly cloudy late with lows in the 50s to near 60. For Tuesday, clouds breaking for some sunshine. A breezy, somewhat cooler day with a high in the mid-60s in the northern part of the zone to the low and mid-70s in the south. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Palm Garden wants to get to the heart of the matter. If you've been in the hospital as a cardiac patient, maybe you have a pacemaker or congestive heart failure or an arrhythmia, or perhaps you're a heart bypass patient, then consider Palm Garden as your rehab choice. With proven outcomes second to none, Palm Garden fixes broken hearts. Call today at 854-6262. That's 854-6262.
This is Jan Marino from Palm Garden. So often when you advertise, it's hard to quantify whether your efforts are effective. But I have a success story. In my travels to medical offices, I ran across someone who recognized my voice from the radio and told me that they felt like they already knew me because of my association with WOCA. My message to you, they're out there, they're listening. Truly, radio gets results. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, WOCA, The Source.
Tired of looking at stained carpets, dirty tile, or grout? Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Make your flooring look great again. Stains, pet odors, allergies. Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. From serving our country to serving our community. Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Residential and commercial. Their work is guaranteed along with your satisfaction. Check their website, silverbackrestoration.com. WOCA gets results.
We'll get advertisers just because they saw the success of the help we gave to a nonprofit. That's what I like.
The Marion County Literacy Council.
Vets Helping Vets, the Arnett House, Habitat for Humanity, and what goes around comes around. So many great advertisers have chosen WOCA to advertise their services and their products simply because they saw the power during a public service campaign.
WOCA gets results.
Hey Ocala, this is Kelly Hart, Executive Editor of Ocala Magazine. Did you know last year Ocala Magazine won more awards in excellence than any other publication in Florida? And this year, Ocala Magazine was named Best Consumer Magazine in the state. Now you can join me every Friday at 10 a.m. on Ocala Magazine Radio, where we bring the pages of Ocala Magazine to life, right here on The Source. Ocala Magazine thanks you for making us number one. And remember, there is only one Ocala Magazine.
All right, 18 minutes after 8 o'clock. Tom Davis is in the studio from LifeSouth Community Blood Center, and we really haven't been fair to LifeSouth, so let's talk about that a little bit. How is the blood supply right now?
Well, we had just an okay weekend, and so we're still sitting at a 2.5, 3.5 day supply of blood on the shelf.
Wow.
So it's almost like summer right now. So
well, it's because the theme parks are announcing all their rides. That's why it's.
That's why. And no, but blood donations are down across the board.
Maybe spring break is part of the reason.
Spring break could be a big reason. Yeah.
Any special need for one type?
Actually, for O positive.
O is always the one, right?
But more importantly, O negative.
Because
O negative is the universal donor. Yes. Everybody can receive O neg, and. If there's a trauma in the hospital, first thing they reach for is O neg.
Is that right?
Yeah.
No matter what happens.
Yeah, because they don't have time to type you. figure out your blood type.
Right. So that would make sense.
Yeah, so they grab O-neg to save your life.
So if you're an O negative, if you don't know what your blood type is, the best way to find out is to go to Donate Blood.
Donate Blood, they'll tell you.
You will know for the rest of your life what your blood type is.
That's right.
That's how I know. I know I'm B positive. So what I say, B positive? Because of LifeSouth.
Yeah.
LifeSouth. I've gone to both of the blood suppliers in Ocala, but the first one I went to was LifeSouth.
Oh, good.
Did I ever tell you the story?
No.
Okay. I was 40-something years old, so it's been 20 years now. But that's late in life to start to give blood, right?
Yes, it is.
How old were you when you first gave blood?
Ooh, I don't know, 20-something.
Really? See, Robin was 17. She's got us both beat. But I was scared, and I've told the story before, but just for the sake of maybe it'll encourage somebody to donate blood. I was afraid not of the needle, not of losing blood. I was afraid that the process would cause me to faint, and then I would be embarrassed in front of the girls who were taking the blood.
Mm-hmm. They're going to be laughing.
There was a male ego thing going on there. Exactly. I didn't want anybody to be. I didn't want to be embarrassed that I would do that. And so what turned me, though, is LifeSouth called me up. I was the activities director over at Park Place at the time. And they called up and they said, we would like to have a blood drive at your facility. And I said, oh, okay, that'd be fine. And it was as simple as that. And you guys sent over some posters, and I told you where to park. You parked in the back. I don't know if you were there at that time.
No, I wasn't there.
It would have been 20 years ago now.
No, I wasn't.
So, and there was a girl in the news, a young girl, a child, who had leukemia, I think, and needed blood, had some kind of cancer anyway. And so I was watching all of the female staff walking out the back door, coming in with their arm wrapped. They just gave blood.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, look at me. I'm big guy.
Big, tough dude.
Chicken to go out there, and all these girls walking around, and they're still doing their jobs after having done, oh my gosh, I'm such a, so I went out there because of two reasons. I was shamed, and there was a little girl who was in the news. So
yeah.
And there was kind of nothing to it. That's not to say that I didn't have that moment of anxiety, though, which I probably had for the first 5 or 10 times I gave blood.
Okay.
I don't have it anymore. I go now and I'm fine. But
that was like I was at a high school one time. This is years ago, and a kid said, I'm gonna donate when you have the bloodmobile here tomorrow, but I think I'll pass out. And I looked at him, and I looked him up and down, and I said, yeah, I think you will. And he says, how can you tell? I went, well, you've already talked yourself into it.
Yeah. And does anybody ever actually pass out, though?
It's very rare.
And why? Is it psychological, do you think? I think it is.
I think most of it is, but I'm sure there is a...
that's you, right?
Yeah, that was me. Sorry. I'm sure it is, but there may be some physical also.
Here's my story as to why it would have been psychological with me. Because, it used to be before you got married, you had to have a blood test.
Blood test, yeah.
To make sure you were human. And so the blood test is very, very little blood, just a tiny little bit, right?
Yeah, just a tube, yeah.
And I did that, and I felt faint. I didn't pass out, but I felt faint. Isn't that weird?
That is.
And so that's got to be psychological.
I was at another high school one time, and all these little girls, donating blood and giggling, all this, and one of the football players came in, and when we pricked his finger, boom, he went out.
Oh, my gosh.
See, that's what I was afraid was going to happen to me. I was afraid that was going to be my story. I was going to, oh, my gosh.
The little finger prick for, the iron and all that. Boom. Went right out.
Poor guy. Oh, that poor guy. Well, we were in the Bloodmobile one time when it was over at the movie theater for movie tickets a few years ago, and there were two young men that came in, and one of the young fellas felt woozy, remember, and all the ladies kind of went around him and everything to make sure he was okay.
He was the good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so
it's like all the ladies were there. We were
there,
like,
yeah.
Okay.
We'll help you out. Oh, okay. I see a pattern now.
Yeah.
I made the comment about a good-looking guy one time, and Galen said to me, he said, you seem to be able to recognize good-looking men better than I can, meaning himself. And I said, well, what does that mean? You can't tell? You can tell, right?
Yeah.
You know if a guy's a good look.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're attracted to him. I'm saying, but you can tell, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
I'm not really. I think I'm good at it, but I'm not. For example, here's a good one. Who's the actor that played James Bond? Remington Steele. What was that guy's name?
The
Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan. I said, this is a good-looking guy. Robin said, no, not to me. Robin didn't think he was a good-looking guy.
No.
Oh, I thought he was a
No, I
good-looking
didn't.
guy.
See, we don't know. We think we know what's a good-looking
He
guy.
didn't look burly.
Casey Affleck, the guy from that movie.
Yeah, he was a good-looking guy.
He was a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
What? I don't know him.
Yeah.
He's Ben Affleck's brother. Ben Affleck, is he a good-looking guy?
No, he's okay.
Casey, you think Casey's a better-looking guy than Ben?
Yeah, I do.
Huh.
He's got. Ben has that baby face, and I don't like fellas that have the baby face. I like the burly looking guys.
I don't know.
Manchester by the Sea, right? That was the name of the movie.
Yeah. So do you have did you ever have a discernible regional dialect in your speaking?
Not that I was aware of. There were
I can't hear one in you. If I was trying to figure out where you came from, I don't. I might say California because usually when I can't figure it out, it's always California.
California?
Yeah.
If I had one, because where I'm from originally, there is a dialect there. But I don't know,
Can
I
you
think I've
talk?
lost it.
Don't tell me where you were from originally, but can you talk in the old dialect? Can you,
No.
You can't go back to it.
No.
Now it's me, isn't it?
I leave my phone in my
Stop it.
purse. I'm
Oh,
sad.
I
It's
should
in
know
the
better
office.
than that. So where were you from?
Eastern Shore of Maryland.
See, they don't have much of a dialect either.
Yeah, there is. I can hear it in people when I go up there, or if
you
I
can?
see some, if I talk to somebody from there, and I know where you're from.
Oh, really?
okay.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I can tell Robin's dialect. I can tell the Wisconsin thing pretty good because of Robin and her mom. Robin's mom has it real strong.
Yeah.
But your brother doesn't really.
No.
He's kind of
No,
got
he
the southern
doesn't.
accent going on.
Yeah.
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 And like Galen, I can't. Maybe because I'm in Ocala. I think Galen's got an Ocala accent, and because I live here for so long, I don't think I can pick up on that anymore.
I don't know. Now I remember there was a small time actor that also taught in the theater department at USC, and he was a dialect expert. He could he could listen to you and tell you where you were from within 20 miles. And
Wow.
Wow,
and I
that's
thought-
awesome.
Or and I'm guessing at 20 miles, but the guy was phenomenal, and I forget his name.
When I speak to my relatives that are still in New York,
Yeah.
they have such a strong accent, and I
Yeah.
say, did I talk like that at one time? I must have. That must have been me. Now people who know me now say I still have it, but it's not like them.
No.
Oh my gosh, no, not even close to how they speak. But as an actor, don't you need to be able to slip into an accent?
I would think so.
Yeah, and that's that really surprised me. I never knew Mel
Yeah.
Gibson was from Australia, and then when I heard him
Yeah.
speak on a talk show, I thought, "Whoa, isn't that something?" I mean, he's perfectly, Americanized for every part that I've seen him in.
Do you know in Miami when there's a radio a job, they always want you to be bilingual,
Right.
without a discernible accent. So you have to speak English and not sound Latino, I guess is what you want to say, or Hispanic.
Yes.
And you have to be able to speak Spanish without sounding like you learned it as an American.
Mm-hmm.
You have to sound like you are from Puerto Rico and Maryland or whatever.
Yeah. And also, I remember, this is a long time ago, this is a California guy I knew, spoke Spanish, but he went to get a job at Mexicana Airlines, and he wouldn't hire him.
Why?
Because he didn't speak Mexican Spanish. He spoke Castilian Spanish.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, wow.
Wow! So he wouldn't have been able to converse. They want somebody that's absolutely perfect.
Yeah,
Like they wouldn't let me on British Airlines.
yeah.
Good morning, you're on the air.
Yeah, good morning, good morning. A long time ago, there was a show on Univision called El Sábado Gigante. And the guy that hosted the show was from Chile. And the first few shows that he did, he had a Chilean dialect that the audience couldn't understand. He's speaking Spanish, but none of the people in the audience could understand him.
Wow.
And Sábado Gigante, does that mean the gigantic Saturday or Sunday? What does that mean?
Exactly. It was it's a variety show, sort of like the old Ed Sullivan show.
Okay.
The Giant Saturday Show.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Jim. Tom, it goes too fast.
It does.
We have news bites to do next, and you're welcome to stay for that. But it's
I got to get going.
Probably boring for you. So
the Bloodmobile today is going to be at Lowe's in Summerfield and also at the Summer Glen community.
Oh, nice.
So tomorrow we will not see you.
You will not see me.
But you're calling in?
No.
Oh, you're not calling in either. So we're just covering for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll see you Wednesday.
There you go.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, thank you. That was fun.
Hey, it was a lot of fun. Thanks a lot, guys.
We will take a little break and be right back with News Bites.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. A review of the new Republican health care plan.